Now next topic in this chapter, permutations and combination, is combinations. Here first you should know the meaning of combinations. Just I want to take one example to explain it. A notation for combinations. Number of combinations or number of groups of n distinct objects taken r at a time is denoted by NCR. NPR means number of permutations or number of arrangement, and NCR means number of combinations. Here you are going to form a group. For example, there are 4 players A, B, C and D. A team of 2 players is to be selected out of 4. Team can be selected in following ways. It may be AB means 2 players A and B, AC, AD, BC, BD and CD. There are 6 ways by which we can select 2 players to form a team. If you concentrate here, easily you can observe, in case of combinations, there is no importance of order. AB and BA both represent same, and which was different in case of permutations. If you consider for sitting arrangement, then AB and BA both are different. First place A, second place B. First place B, second place A in case of permutations. But if you are going to form a group of 2 students, then there is no importance of order of students, means AB and BA both represent same. So therefore, in this pattern you are getting total 6 combinations of 4 different objects taken 2 at a time. 4 different objects means 4 different players, and which we can denote by NCR means 4C2. N represent total number of players, 2 number of players which you are going to take to form a team, and after solving we are getting total 6 combinations, means value of 4C2 equal to 6. In each combination means if one is AB, there are AB and BA 2. In each combination can be arranged in factorial 2 ways if you find. If we want to find number of permutations with the help of combination, then you can write 4C2 into factorial 2. AB, BA, AC, CD. In this pattern, there are 6 combinations. If you multiply by factorial 2, you will get total number of permutations, total number of arrangement of 2 players out of 4. Therefore, return number of permutations equal to 4C2 into factorial 2. It implies 4P2 we can write as 4C2 into factorial 2, or 4C2 equal to 4P2 number of permutations divided by factorial 2, and result. Now in general form we have to discuss now. Number of all combinations of n distinct objects taken r at a time is given by NCR, and which is equal to factorial n upon factorial n minus r into factorial r. First, number of all combinations of n distinct objects taken as are denoted by NCR. In every combination there are r objects, and these objects can be arranged in factorial r ways. Therefore, one combination will give you factorial r permutations. Therefore, NCR combinations will give you NCR into factorial r permutations. Therefore, you can write total number of permutations as NPR equal to NCR into factorial r. So this is the one formula which you can apply. The number of permutations equal to number of combinations into factorial r, or NCR equal to NPR upon factorial r. Value of NPR is factorial n upon factorial n minus r, and factorial r is already present. Therefore, number of combinations you can find using formula NCR equal to factorial n upon factorial n minus r into factorial r. This is the formula for combinations. Now, one example. There are 30 students in a class. Each student is to shake hands with each other. Find the total number of handshakes. I hope easily you can solve here. First we will write total number of students is 30. And how many students required to shake hand? 2 students. Out of 30 you have to select 2 students. And again there is no importance of what I mean. This is the question of combination. Because if 2 students were considered as Tanya and Manya, so Tanya and Manya are Manya and Tanya. Both will consider as one combination. Therefore, in this pattern, number of shake hands equal to 30C2. Using formula factorial 30 upon factorial 30 minus 2 into factorial 2. Just simplify, and after solving you are getting 435. There are 30 students. If each student shake hand with each other, there are 435 handshakes. This is the example of direct formula of combination. Now some result based on formula. NCR equal to factorial n upon factorial n minus r into factorial r. Here if r equal to n means number of all combinations of n distinct objects taken all at a time. Taken all at a time is value of r equal to n. Put NCN factorial n upon factorial n minus n into factorial n. N minus n means factorial 0. And in previous video we have discussed the value of factorial 0 is 1. 1 upon factorial 0. Since value of factorial 0 is 1, therefore 1 upon 1 equal to 1. If there are n distinct objects taken all at a time, means only one group is possible. It's selection of all students. And whenever required, directly you can put value of NCN as 1. Second, value of NCR if r equal to 0. If r equal to 0, put NC0 equal to factorial n upon factorial n minus 0 into factorial 0. Simplify, again you are getting as 1. Value of NC0 is equal to NCN equal to 1. So these two results are based on basic formula of combinations. Now next, second theorem. Number of combinations of n distinct objects taken r at a time is equal to the number of combinations of n distinct objects taken n minus r at a time. Means NCR equal to NC n minus r. For example, in class there are 30 students. If you want to form a group of 20 students, then number of group will be, or number of combination will be 30C20, and which is also equal to 30C. 30 minus 20 means 10. So 30C20 equal to 30C10. Here proof just very easy explanation. NCN minus r equal to, apply formula, factorial n upon factorial n minus in bracket n minus r into factorial n minus r. In denominator, open the bracket, n minus n plus r minus minus plus n cancel out, and which is equal to NCR. Therefore, NCR equal to NC n minus r. If required, if anyone asks what is the value of 7C5, to 7C5 equal to 7C, 7 minus 5 means 2. 7C5 equal to 7C2. 10C4 equal to 10C6. 9C3 equal to 9C6. In this pattern, it is easy to calculate if one value is given. Now next one result. If NCX equal to NCY, then X plus Y equal to N, Rx equal to Y. Just explanation. Since we have covered NCR equal to NC N minus R, let R equal to X and N minus R equal to Y. You are getting in this form result NCX equal to NCY. Just calculate here. X plus Y equal to X means R, Y means N minus R. R plus N minus R is equal to N. NCX equal to NCY, it implies X plus Y equal to N. And if X equal to Y, then directly we can write NCY equal to NCY. For example, NC20 equal to NC15 given. Find the value of N. So without calculating directly we can write NC20 equal to NC15 means NCX equal to NCY. Therefore, either 20 equal to 15, which is not possible. The second case, X plus Y equal to N means 20 plus 15 equal to N. Therefore, N equal to 20 plus 15 equal to 35. In this pattern, you can apply this formula. Now, next theorem, that is also known as Pascal's law, because this result was given by mathematician Pascal. NCR plus NCR minus 1 equal to N plus 1 CR. Just apply the formula. Value of NCR is factorial N upon factorial N minus R into factorial R plus NCR minus 1 means factorial N upon factorial N minus R plus 1 into factorial R minus 1 equal to factorial N upon factorial N minus R plus 1, and here factorial N minus R written. N minus R as it is, right, and factorial R write down as R into factorial R minus 1, and here N minus R plus 1 taken outside, write as factorial N minus R, just using formula. And next step, take common, factorial N is common, denominator factorial N minus R and factorial R minus 1 common. Remaining part is 1 upon R plus 1 upon N minus R plus 1. By taking LCM in second bracket and further simplify, you will get numerator N plus 1 into factorial N upon N minus R plus 1 into factorial N minus R into factorial R minus 1, which is equal to factorial N plus 1 upon factorial N plus 1 minus R into factorial R, and which is equal to N plus 1 C R. In this pattern, you can solve the question or prove the theorem. Therefore, final result we can write NCR plus NCR minus 1 equal to N plus 1 C R. Now, next combination under the condition. Condition is the number of combinations of n distinct objects taken R at a time. If only this part you read R at a time, easily you can write number of combinations equal to NCR. But condition is given in which P objects always occur. Then number of combinations equal to N minus P C R minus P. Explanation: when P objects always included or occur, then we have to make selection of R minus P objects out of remaining R minus P of N minus P objects, and therefore number of required combination, rightly you can apply formula. In this pattern you can solve the question based on this, because in starting number of distinct objects n given, P always occur, remaining objects N minus P. For selection you have to select R object, but P always occur. Remaining object R minus P. Therefore, number of combinations N minus PC R minus P. For example, out of 9 subjects, 2 subjects are compulsory. In how many ways can a student make a selection of 5 subjects out of 9 subjects? Just before solving, read the question carefully. Out of 9 subjects, you have to select 5 subjects, and 2 are compulsory. 2 are compulsory means 2 subjects always occur in each combination. So you have how many choice? Only 3 subjects, because 2 compulsory, you have to select 3 subjects out of 7, because total number of subjects 9 and 2 compulsory means 7 remains. So therefore 9 minus 2 7 and 5 minus 2 3. So to select 3 subjects out of 7. Now solution: number of subjects 9, number of compulsory subject 2. Therefore number of remaining subjects from which you have to select 9 minus 2 is 7. Therefore you have to select 3 subjects out of 7. Hence required number of selection equal to 9 minus 2, because 2 compulsory, C 5 minus 2, or directly we can write 7 C3. Out of 7 you have to select 3 subjects. Solve it. Factorial 7 upon 7 minus 3 factorial into factorial 3, and after solving you are getting result as 35. The required number of selections groups are there are 35. Now next, number of combinations of n distinct objects taken R at a time in which P object never occur. Previous theorem was based on when P objects always occur, always included, but here P objects never occur. P means it means 4 objects, 3 objects, 5 objects. When P objects never included in the combination, then we have to make selection of R objects out of remaining n minus P objects. Therefore, number of combinations n minus P, C, R. For example, in how many ways 11 players can be selected out of 15 players? If no condition given, then directly we can write 15C 11. But one condition, one particular player is never selected. This one player is rejected here. Then how many players remains? 15 minus 1, 14. So therefore you have to select 11 players out of 14. That is equal to number of players 15, never selected 1, remaining 14. You have to select 11 players out of 14. So therefore number of selections equal to 15 minus 1C 11 or 14C 11. Value of 14C 11 equal to factorial 14 upon factorial 14 minus 11 into factorial 11. And after solving, we will get result as 364. 14 into 13 into 2 equal to 364 ways. So there are 64 ways of selection of 11 players out of 14 players. Now next, theorem 3, which is very important theorem in combination. Total number of combinations of n distinct objects taken any number of objects at a time. Till now we have covered n distinct objects taken R at a time, taken 4 at a time, taken 5 at a time. Here taken any number of objects at a time. Now the question, taking any number of objects, what the meaning of this? Any number of objects means taking one object at a time, or taking 2 objects at a time, or taking 3 objects at a time, or 4 objects at a time, or you can say taking all the objects, that is n objects at a time out of n. Whenever Number of objects which you will consider is not given. It implies you have to find condition for all possibilities. All possibilities means it may be one object, two object, three object, four object, or n objects. Therefore, total number of combinations you can write sum of all combinations means nc1 plus nc2 plus nc3 plus ncn dot up to ncn, and which is equal to 2 power n minus 1. Now question, one option to find nc1 nc2 and put all values, add them, or directly in place of calculating all the values directly you can apply this formula 2 power n minus 1. Now explanation for this formula. In binomial theorem you have covered, or if not covered you will study 1 plus x power n. In binomial theorem you have covered this part, equal to nc0 if not study, then next chapter is binomial theorem, we will study it, plus nc1 x plus nc2 x square, it is binomial theorem, plus dot dot, and last term I have usually could observe here nc0 nc1, if nc1 written then power of x is 1, nc2 power of x is 2, then ncn means power of x n. It is binomial theorem. Now put x equal to 1, then easily you can observe 1 plus 1 means 2 power n, and 2 power n equal to first value of nc0 is 1 plus nc1, because in place of x we are writing 1, plus nc2 plus and last is ncn. It implies value of nc1 plus nc2 plus nc3 up to ncn equal to 2 power n minus 1. Therefore, in place of writing all values, directly we can apply formula 2 power n minus 1, and you will get total number of combinations. Now one example on this. A man has 6 friends. In how many ways may he invite one or more of them at dinner? Now just think about the solution. If a man has 6 friends, it implies how many ways? One option, he invite only one friend out of 6. How many ways he can invite? 6c1 equal to 6 ways, any one friend out of 6. Or second option, he invite 2 friends out of 6, and which is equal to factorial 6 upon factorial 6 minus 2 into factorial 2 equal to 15. Or third option, he invite 3 friends out of 6 at a time. Then number of options 63, after solving you are getting 20. Or 4 friends out of 6, The value was 6p4, and just apply formula NCR equal to NCR minus 1 means 6c4 equal to 6c, 6 minus 4 means 6c2. Value of 6c2 calculated here 15. 5 friends out of 6, 6c5 which is equal to 6c1 equal to 6, and 6 friend out of 6 1. So there are different combinations in which we can invite his friends as dinner. For invitation it may be 1 friend, 2 friends, 3 friends, 4 friends, 5 friends or 6 friends. Total number of ways by which you can invite his friends equal to sum of all combinations equal to 6c1 plus 6c2 plus 6c3 up to 6c6, and after solving we are getting total 63. Our second option, directly in one line you can solve. In number of friends n equal to 6, therefore total number of ways of inviting one or more friends equal to 2 power n minus 1 equal to 2 power 6 minus 1 equal to 63. You have two options, one method in detail, one by one you solve, otherwise directly shortcut apply formula. Now one more question. Find the number of diagonals of a polygon having n sides. If anyone asks find the number of diagonals in quadrilateral, easily you can write there are two diagonals, pentagon, hexagon or decagon, then it is difficult for a student to find the number of diagonals. Now here solution for n sides, after that you can solve for any polygon. A straight line is obtained by joining 2 points. This is all of you know. And a polygon of n sides has n vertices. Therefore, number of straight lines obtained by joining 2 points out of n points we can write as NC2. But in these lines there are n sides of polygon. NC2 represent n sides and also diagonals, number of sides and number of diagonals. We have to write only number of diagonals, therefore subtract number of sides. Since there are n sides, to subtract n, NC2 minus n, just simplify it. NC2 means factorial n upon factorial n minus 2 into factorial 2. Factorial n we can write as n into n minus 1 into factorial n minus 2, and factorial n minus 2 cancel out. The remaining part is n into n minus 1 upon 2 minus n, because value of factorial 2 is 2. Then by taking LCM, n into n minus 1 minus 2n upon 2, n common, and you are getting result. So directly you can apply formula. First formula or this last formula to find number of diagonals of a polygon having n sides. By chance anyone asks find the number of diagonals in pentagon. Pentagon means having 5 sides. Easily you can calculate 5 into 5 minus 3, 2. 5 into 2 upon 2 means number of diagonals 5. Number of diagonals in decagon. So 10 into 10 minus 3, 7 upon 2. 10 into 7 upon 2, 35 diagonals. Within second you can calculate it. The number of diagonals in a polygon. Now some questions for practice. Find the number of diagonals in decagon. Is based on last solve example is covered. You can apply formula n into n minus 3 upon 2 or direct other formula NC2 minus n. Here value of n is 10. After that you can calculate number of diagonals in decagon. Second question, 10 pointers are marked on a circle. How many triangles can be formed by joining these points? To form a triangle, how many points required? 3 points. Total number of points 10. After applying formula, usually you can solve it. 10C3. And in question number 3, in how many ways can 5 sportsmen be selected from a group of 10? It is based on simple first formula. total number of sports person equal to 10. You have to select 5 sportsmen. Just apply formula and calculate it. In this pattern, last topic of this chapter is completed. You have to solve and complete the answer.